Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talks, brought to you by the Detroit Lions on the Prowl and the Belly Up Sports Network. Today, the state of the franchise, the linebacker position. Oh, my God, do we have to? Yes, we have to.
Yes, we got to.
All right, we're going to talk about some of those little press conferences they had yesterday as well. But first, I got to kick it to one of the members of our team today, the man of steel himself, Curt Steele.
What up, dude? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, hey, join the family. Subscribe to the channel because we don't have fans. We don't have viewers. We got family, and it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Of course, we got your main course. We got your question of the day. We got your comment cards. We got Detroit Lions on the Prowl trivia. We got the Wall of Fame and dessert with your man, Curt. But first, let me kick it to the third member of the team. Who? Coach Jones.
Who? Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Hey, let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby. Welcome back, and it's time for us to go over a very, very controversial position group. We are going over the state of the linebackers today, man. So what you got, Curt? I'm gonna let you take that.
All right, so our linebackers is currently on the roster right now. Woo, this group right here. We have Alex Anzalone, guy coming over from the Saints, follow Aaron Glenn and Dan Campbell over to Detroit. We got Jamie taking plays off Collins Sr., Sean Dion Hamilton. Now, this next
Dion's
guy,
cousin. Oh.
yeah, this good dad, Dessert Dion's cousin. Jason Combina is classified technically as both. He is a linebacker / fullback. And then we got Mr. Wayne State himself, Anthony Pittman. You know, we got the little fella from Tennessee, Jalen Reeves-Maven, and you know who it is. He is Jelani Tavai. I said his name slow because he is slow. All right. So those are the guys that we have in the linebacker room. Okay, give me your feeling on what the state is of the linebacker core, Jim, and should we tweak it?
It's poor.
It's
piss poor. I like Anzalone. Jamie Collins, when he wants to play, is really good. Jelani Tavai was lost last year. He may play a little faster, than a statue like he did last year. Jalen Reeves-Maven is interesting to me because I think he has more speed than most of these people on here.
Yeah.
Kabinda is interesting too because they still have both fullbacks on the roster, and I am not so sure he's not going to play linebacker.
Okay.
And I think that's the reason why they're both still on the roster. If not, maybe it's an oversight by the Detroit Lions and they have no idea what they're doing. But I don't think that. I think they're not very good at linebacker. I think we need to add, and I think we need to add early in the draft. Do I think we need to add at 7? No, I don't. I don't. There's a bunch of them like David Collins, and there's some really good ones like Jabriel Cox. We'll get into that a little later. But there's really good linebackers a little bit further down. And if we did want to trade back up into the first round, or we did go lower, Jock is there as well. Like him a lot. There's some good linebackers out there, and we need one of them at least.
Yeah, we do. You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to if we did trade back to say the 20s, somewhere in the 20s, and then we went linebacker.
Not to 20, that's round. Chicago.
Well, in the 20s. But and we went linebacker, then right tackle. I'm not totally opposed to that. I would rather us go right tackle and then maybe find a linebacker later on. But
there's some good right tackles down there, though.
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to the idea, but I don't see nobody. Everybody on here is unproven. Besides Jamie Collins, and we all know, he
Yeah, we know what he's proven.
He plays when he wants to, and he don't play when he don't want to, and Yeah, man. But the person that I really am looking at is Jelani Tavahi because he had a pretty good rookie season. And then he came back
And he played inside. He played good. He played outside. He didn't play so well.
Yeah, because you play outside, and then that speed problem. You can't. So I don't know, man. Jelani Tavahi is the big question mark. How will he come back this year, and how will he play? And he has De Leon, like the linebacker guru. So hey, never know.
Yeah, definitely. And he's the inside linebacker coach coming over from Chicago. We had a couple of departures. We had Christian Jones, who went back to the Windy City. Now the other guy that I kind of liked him a little bit, and I would have liked to see him in this system is Reggie Ragland. I think he played.
I thought he played well.
He played well last year. And considering the situation that the defense was in last season, so I think Reggie Ragland's going to be missed a little bit. You look at this core, and yes, I think it needs work. I think we need to get younger. I think we need to get faster. Definitely, like you said, Reeves Maben's probably the fastest guy in the group, and I don't think there's anyone even close to him as far as speed is concerned. Anthony Pittman, he's a Wayne State guy. I think hey, he's a good local story, but I don't think, as in long term, he's going to be a solution for the Lions at linebacker. Sean Deion Hamilton, that's kind of an anomaly right there. I know it's a guy we picked up early in the offseason. I'm not sure, I haven't watched any film on him, so I'm not sure what he's bringing to the table, but I would like to get younger. I would like to get faster. And I would like the linebacking core to play with their hair on fire. Now, I like Anzalone coming over from the Saints. He brings some coverage skills, to the Lions, and he plays with his hair on fire. Teammate of former Lion Jarrett Davis, and they both were drafted back in 2017. So, and we'll talk more about him later on in the show. But he brings a little something to the table. So if we could get him and Jamie Collins playing, at least play, and get Collins to play. On a consistent basis. But you know what? I don't think there may be a problem with Dan Campbell, because I feel like this. He don't want no turds here. So if he doesn't play, I don't think he'll be in Detroit long if he starts taking plays off.
Absolutely. I don't think he'll put up with that.
No, he's not,
at all.
Dan Campbell was not putting up with that mess, because we saw that tons last year where he just looked like he was just walking. Like, dude, are you walking? Dude, the ball is in play. They snap. The quarterback has the ball in his hands. He snapped the ball, and you're walking around. It's like, like, dude, you're not at Walmart. The play started.
Stay awake, man. Stay awake.
Get in there, and make a tackle, make a play or something like that. But it's. And I think it was that defense as well. We talked about this several times. That defense was just so complex that it made it difficult for some players to really just play. They had to overthink everything and overcomplicate. And
it shouldn't have for Collins, though.
It shouldn't have for Collins, because he played in that system up in New England. But, you never know, And I think, to be honest with you, I just think he wasn't motivated last season.
No.
His season started off rough. The dude got flagged like what, the second play of the season. Like come on, man. Got kicked out of the game trying to demonstrate what, that the running back was running with his head down, touched the official. Come on, man. You can't touch those guys, man. Come on, man. What were you thinking? But, overall, fellas, we think we're all in agreement right here. We need to add to this linebacker core to get it better, to get it younger, and get it faster. So,
one of
it is what it is, people.
Groups we have.
I think it is probably I just think it is the.
I got safety as
wide
the
receiver.
worst.
It's right there with wide receiver. You got safety as the worst.
I think we got serviceable wide receivers. I don't think we have serviceable safeties. I don't like Will Harris at all. I know you do, Mike, but I don't. Yeah. I got Tracy Walker. He's been on the decline, actually. And it's like, okay, so who else do you have? Dean Sippin Marlowe? I'm not really sure what the world, we're going to do at safety. We used to have really good safeties. When we had Glover Quinn, that defense was outstanding. But we had other pieces. Quandre Diggs, Darius Slay. That whole group has taken a huge step backwards. And I
That
think
whole
that
set,
I think
man.
we need safeties. Linebacker is a huge need for us, though.
God bless
Really
you,
is.
brother.
Thank you.
You know, I feel you. I think wide receiver for me is, you know, I think I have to agree with that. I don't say it's the worst in the league, but it's definitely the worst on the team. That's what is my opinion. But
Wide receiver, you think is worst?
yeah, wide receiver is the worst position on the team. For me, it is. Yeah. Mike, what you got?
I got wide receiver 1A and linebackers 1B.
So,
And you think
yeah,
safety is fine, man? Boy, I must be on an
I don't
island
think
here.
safety- I don't
No.
think-
He
I don't think safety is fine.
we didn't say
It's just
that.
It's just not the worst.
Don't put that
Not
evil
the
on me.
worst.
Don't put that evil on me, Jim.
So basically, the defensive line is okay, but the rest of the defense is terrible.
I think that we
CBs
can
may be okay.
Serviceable CBs. I think you're looking at, to me, it's like wide receiver, linebacker, and then safety are my three, you know, in that order, worst position groups on the team right now. That's, you know.
Well, it's any order, I guess. If you
I mean, pick and choose. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
You can throw darkness, so they all gonna come back to worse.
Right. I think, we at least have two guys who have started at safety. So
yeah, we have two guys that have started games at safety.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, wide receivers,
that wide receiver, and
so did Cephas. Cephas started early.
Cephas started.
We got
Terrell started.
thirds, fourths, fifths. Linebacker, we got thirds, fourths, fifths.
Jamie Collins has started. He's been a starter in the league.
Yeah. But you know, he's part-time.
That guy. Yeah, he has started. And they got to go.
And he's started and played when he wanted to too.
He's played really good when he wanted to.
Yeah, the problem is after he makes a play, he takes it off.
Right. He didn't play well in Detroit.
He does something good. He takes about 3 plays off.
Pats himself on the back and takes a deep breath and I'll be back.
Like, I'm good. I'm good.
That's why I like these 1-year contracts instead of these 3-4-year deals, whatever 5-year deals. It just
guarantee Jamie Collins will not be on the Lions next year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the news and rumors. Jim, what do you think about Taylor Decker saying drafting a lineman? Let's do it.
He said, if you're asking me about my job and if you think that I'm afraid of losing my job, he said no, and he just kind of smiled, laughed a little bit. He said any position that will help this team win, that's what he says, because he says I'm here in Detroit, I'm committed, so I want this team to win. Whatever we do to help make that happen, let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, including what he did in the offseason last year, going to the Brass saying, hey, bring back my man Hank Fraley. You know what I'm saying? That is a key. It was a key addition last year. He did a great job with a really makeshift offensive line all last year, bringing guys in, rotating injured players in. It was just a mess. The mass unit on the right side of the line last year was just terrible. I mean, you had a guy, Matt Nelson, having to come in and play, who played defensive tackle earlier in his career. So, it's one of those things where I really like the addition of Hank Fraley. I like what Taylor Decker did as far as making sure that they kept him on the staff. That was the key return for the offensive line, Mike.
Taylor Decker, Taylor Decker's in the position. He's in the best position ever, because let's say the Lions did want to cut him. He just signed a brand new contract. Okay, last year he played like a top 10 left tackle last year. So if we cut him and he's a free agent, like, he's gonna get picked up fast and by a playoff contender. So Taylor Decker's like, I'm cool either way. It don't matter to me. I got my money and I'm going to a contender. So
I don't think there's any scenario where they cut him.
I'm saying at worst, at the very worst, he's like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. I think that I just think he's dedicated to Detroit. He signed his contract. I think he probably even knew that maybe Matthew Stafford wasn't going to be here long term. I think he probably, had an inkling. Some players knew. I think some players knew. I think the guys that were closest to him knew that he was going to be on his way out with the regime change. My thing is that here's an interesting nugget from his presser. He said he's going to grow a mullet.
Yeah, he's gonna grow a mullet.
He ain't going mullet. I mean, he going full Jethro on
Party
that one right
in
there.
the back.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Business in the front, party in the back. You know what I'm saying? He's going full Barry Melrose. We're interested to see what he's gonna do. I mean, interesting to see what he looked like the Tiger King. I forgot that guy's name. But that was like, it's always interesting with him as far as his hair is concerned. That's his, if you ever know about Rotator Decker, he's serious about his hair. We'll see how that's going to affect his play.
Funny you pulled out the NHL reference with Barry Melrose. Good job,
Barry Melrose. Yeah,
he's still rocking it too. He
is, man. He never quit.
Dude, he never gonna stop rocking that mullet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he put S curl in that bad.
He does. He does.
And between them suits and that mullet, Barry Melrose, that dude's a legend.
He's rocking, man.
He is rocking. But Taylor, I'm liking a lot of things that Decker said in his presser yesterday. So I just think he has that team mentality, and he's going to be here. Going to play art, because a lot of people didn't like that he got that contract last year at the beginning of the offseason. They were like, you re-signed Decker, he sucks. But he came out and he played worth that money last year. So
the thing is that Taylor Decker, and the other thing he said, he was drafted at the same time Goff was, so they had shared experiences there, and he had talked to him and stuff like that. He said one thing he knew about him is that the players liked him. And you have to be a likable quarterback to survive in this league. And he thinks he's going to do a good job. Taylor Decker's positive about it.
Because
leave Goff alone, man.
Yeah, the next guy we're going to talk about is Breshad Perriman. Said he wants to make his own way in Detroit. And one of the things that he did say was that he did work out with Jared Goff in the offseason.
Yes,
he said that he was very likable. He was a cool dude on and off the field. He said he did like Jared Goff, but he said he wants to make his own way in Detroit. And he answered our question, because we kept asking this earlier when we signed him. What is he going to wear? Is he going to wear 80 like his pops, or he's going to wear 19? Either way, we said it was going to be a crapshoot, because he's taking over from the franchise receiver that left, Kenny Golladay, or he wears 80 and got to live up to his pop's legacy. But he said, I'm wearing 19. So
he said, if it's available, I'm wearing 19.
I don't think anybody else has 19 right now.
No, not now.
No. I think Perriman is in a very good position right now.
Mm-hmm.
The position I compare Perriman to is Isaac Hakeem. I think Perriman, coming from being, the second, third guy receiver on the team, and then Isaac Hakeem, who's the third receiver on the Rams team behind Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. I think that I think he's gonna come in. I think he's gonna play. He's not gonna be spectacular and have like a mega season. But I think he's gonna play. But you know what? He could be a number two. He's gonna have one of those type seasons, because he's with Antoine Randall again. He's confident. He wants to play. He knows he's playing for his next contract. He knows that. So
the funny thing that came out of that presser for me is when he said that it was his choice to leave a lot of these teams. 5 teams in 5 years for Breshad Perriman. And he said that was mostly his choice. He said, I wanted to move on. I wanted to, thought my skills would be better served here in Detroit. He said, my dad did good here, turned his career around. He said, I think that this is a good opportunity for me here. And to see the teams he was on, the Jets, the Browns when they weren't that good, Tampa Bay before they got Brady. So it's like those things, I can see why he would want to move on. But if you looked at the player and you looked 5 teams in 5 years, you would think he has a problem. But him saying that was more him than them kind of settled me a little bit in that area, at least.
I think he knew, when it's done a right fit, when it's something that's, people have jobs, or, people have, positions that they fill, and you're like, oh, that's not really what I do, or that's not where I fit. So, I mean, he was in an opportunity to make sure, he left those places and was like, okay, I'll find somewhere else, right? Maybe I could fit somewhere else. So he didn't handcuff himself to a team that was bad or he didn't fit in.
Right.
So, and then luckily, for him, Jared Goff doesn't throw a really hard ball, so it should be easy to catch.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
you got to break no fingers.
Another thing is people don't realize is that, like in the NBA, if you don't want to play for a team no more, you can go and look for your own team to go to. And I think that's something that the NFL hasn't grasped yet because we're so used to the league and the front office controlling everything. I think that might play a little bit into why Perriman has been on team to team and you know how people look at him. Oh man, but you know he, like you said, he engineered it. So you know,
definitely
a gatekeeper.
I mean he's in control of his own career. So you know. That's very few and far between in the NFL that players try to take control of their own destiny as far as that's concerned. Shout out to Dion because our next story is that the Lions were at Jabriel Cox's pro day. He was injured. He had a hamstring injury, so he didn't do a pro day. So he did the private workout, and the Lions were in attendance. So, what do you think about the Lions attending Jabriel Cox's pro day?
It's due diligence to me. It's, the guy's 6'4". He runs like I think it's a 4.5, if I remember correctly. He's 6'4", 231-pound linebacker. He's really, really good, but he got injured, and so of course we're gonna be at his pro day as we have to have injured players. That is just part of our culture here in Detroit.
That's right. When healthy.
When healthy, the hashtag of the Detroit Lions. But no, I like Jabriel Cox a lot. I think they're doing their due diligence, especially if there's, I don't know what round he's going to go in, whether it's first or second for me. I have no idea.
I think he may go. I think with the hamstring injury, they may push him down a little bit for the medicals.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
So
but I'm not
may
sure
go third
he was
round.
Scheduled to be before.
Yeah,
I think he was maybe a second round pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. He has good size. He reminds me. Urlacher was about that size when he came out of college, and then he was about 6'4", about in the 230s, and he played safety-ish, linebacker-ish, and that's what that brings to mind first when I see that 6'4", 230, and man, we need a linebacker so bad that every linebacker that's mentioned, I'm like, man, we need him.
Yeah, he ran on Monday. He ran a 4.52, and then he had a 34-inch vertical leap.
Okay,
yeah. That's moving, and that's some athletic. I like his athletic prowess. And he's coming out of that system that Devin White played in down in LSU. So if he can be 3/4 of the linebacker that he is, that's something that you can definitely look forward to on any team, not just the Lions.
But especially the Lions.
DeLeon gonna have some good input, and he knows linebackers. That's one thing. Our guys, our coaches, their position coaches know the exact type of player they want. They're not like, they're not like Holmes, or they're not like just take whoever. That's kind of what it seemed like the old coaching staff did. I think they have more input on who they want. So,
Lord Jesus, I don't want another Tavai pick for linebacker ever. Ever.
No, that's the shock and awe pick, because not even the draft people knew who the hell he was.
That was the reach.
Reach like
guy.
All right. Speaking of linebackers, Alex Anzalone says he got a fresh start coming to Detroit following Aaron Glenn and Dan Campbell into the building. I kind of like what he's saying, though. He's saying that the leadership is different. He says it's 100% different, even from the leadership he had down there in New Orleans. I mean, what do you guys think about him saying that? Like, he likes the leadership so far and what's going on, even virtual, that he's, it's a total difference than what he had down in New Orleans.
Well, it is a fresh start for him because we don't have any linebackers hardly. Have any talent.
Well,
he's probably going to get on the field a little more, which is probably something he wants, and he was on the field pretty much for the Saints. Yeah, but I think he likes Dan Campbell. I think I think he's feeling really good about where he's at right now.
Right.
I'm feeling comfortable here, and he's got his prove-it deal. Let's see what he's got.
Mm-hmm. I think he's happy with the opportunity to become a starter, a full-time starter. And then you have the linebacker guru, like I said before, DeLeon, coaching you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just that's a perfect spot for a linebacker. If they wanted to come to the Lions, that's a good spot right now.
Well, then you have the young fella who's coaching the because he's not an inside linebacker. He's more of an outside linebacker. I do believe that he is a more of an outside linebacker. He has what's the young fella who's coaching the linebackers this year? Make sure I get his name right before I say it wrong. Kelvin Shepard, former Lion himself.
Oh, that's right.
Is coaching the outside linebackers.
I forgot all about that.
I did too. To be honest with you, I did too.
Former LSU linebacker. And that may be one of those things where they may be looking at Jabriel Cox as well, because you got that former LSU linebacker right there. So they're going to be able to help those guys, get to the next level. You got prove it deals, but you got good, solid coaches in those positions to help improve, and I think it's going to help Anzalone improve his game as well.
All right, now it's time to walk over to that wall of fame. Who do you got today, Curt?
All right, we got our bronze member. We got Detroit Drew. We got Midwest Lion, Bubba Bo, John Kapler, Detroit Lions Talk with Mike, Crystal Wiley, Art Allen, Steve Castillo, and Latino Lion. For our silver members, we have Nomis J, Jason Porters, North End Kent. Man, I love that name, North End Kent. All right, and we have Go Lions. All right, then we have Bob Corso, Turner C. Burley, Just in the D, Batman of the 313, Miles Gibbs. We have Randall Flag 606, Somi BC, Randy Prince, the Gridiron Blitz, and you know who he is, the Doctor. Doctor Detroit is always in. Now, if you want to become a member, go down to the description and click the Join Now button, and you will find more information of becoming a member of the Detroit Lions on the Prowl and what benefits you get by becoming a member.
Wow, we're going to go to the Detroit Lions trivia question today, and if it could get any easier, I don't know how.
Yeah, this is an easy question.
How many times, I'm going to throw this to Mike, Coach Mike, how many times have the Lions went to the playoffs in the last decade? Yes, it is that easy.
Yep. 3 times.
3 times, 3 times,
Stop
3
Googling,
times.
Kurt. You don't need Google.
I'm messing my screen. Yeah. It's 3. It's 3. We know the deal. 2011, 2014, 2016.
Yep.
Last 3 Lions playoff appearances in at least 2 of those we had calls that were like questionable. Of course we have the no pass, pick up the flag in Dallas, and then we had the ball batted out of the end zone in Seattle.
That wasn't in the playoff game though, was it? That was a regular season Monday night game.
Yeah, no, that was a
playoff game. Yeah, it was against Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was it really? I thought it was a regular Monday night game. I could be wrong.
Batted the ball out the end zone.
So much stuff happened to us, Jim, that it's
hard to keep track, man. The winners for today on Facebook. Again, Stephen King, we're going to keep going with his books. It's like we keep getting the same winners, but not on Twitter. On Twitter, the winner is Michael Huck. Congratulations to our winner, Michael Huck. Stephen King, if you want to play the Detroit Lions on the Prowl trivia game, it's on Facebook and Twitter. So follow us at DLOTP14. That is the Twitter handle. And you can follow us on there. Huh?
Say Nuck if you Huck, Mike Huck. Yeah, we like that. Congratulations to the winners. It is time to get into what you had to say about yesterday's show. Jim, who you got first?
I got Geo Raider. In regards to the secondary, we can always add talent. However, I want to see what this coaching staff can do. We lost a lot of talent under the old regime and had players playing out of position, partly because of those losses and the scheme.
What? Well, I think the scheme caused the losses, but yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. But you know what? You're right about that. We can always add talent. I think we should.
Yeah,
Again?
yeah, because
You know,
I mean, damn. One thing we lacking on some areas.
yeah.
a lot of areas.
Yeah.
PFF rates us as the worst roster in the NFL.
Yep.
So, just saying. But yeah, I agree with you there that a lot of players were playing out of position. Tracy Walker, you know, Okuda looked lost a lot of the times, but I think that had part to do with injury as well. We had a lot of injuries under the Coach Patricia regime. I don't know whether they was running them too hard or what
the limits,
going on.
demolish that hill.
That hill,
get rid of that damn thing.
I think they tore that down.
We're good. They should have tore it down when he was during the middle of his tenure. All right, Michael Hughes says, state of the secondary. We hope Okuda looks like he played football before. We hope Dunbar returns to the Washington football team form. We hope Amani can contribute in the slot. You would put Amani Worry in the slot?
I'd put him on the outside, but that's
okay. We hope that the D-line can create more pressure with the same guys in a new system. Whew, pipe dream.
Pipe dream.
Okay, we have to hope for that much to go right. We're probably not going to be very good. I mean,
you said if you have to hope for that much to go right, you're probably not going to be very good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see here. Now, I would say this scheme had to do a lot to do with what had went on last year, you know, and the fact that in that system you had people who didn't value quarterback sacks and quarterback pressures and none of that stuff. So I don't know who the hell. I mean, that's just I can't. You know, if you look at even New England, most of their sacks came from where outside linebackers. You know, the defensive line did not create that much pressure. They were kind of holding. They held the line for the linebackers to flow. So that's what they try to do in Detroit. Of course, it did not work, especially with the linebackers we had. So I want the D line to get after it. Just go. Yeah. So I mean, I understand. Yeah, get the quarterback. Because even in a bad system, Romeo Okwara had 10 sacks. So hopefully we can get those guys moving and get the So and he's gonna have. I think with that in the new system, they're gonna have more pressures than they did last year.
I agree, but I love how our fans keep it 100, man.
100.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
No, man. Now he kept it 1,000.
I'm not worried.
Michael Hughes, bro.
Yeah, I'm not worried too much about our guys, man, up front on O line or D line. I'm not. That's the least of my worries right now, man. I think they got that's the best knitted group I think out of each is those lines. So.
And those are still, and to me, the offensive line is still incomplete.
Yeah, definitely.
Stafford was on his back a lot more than he was upright. For me,
agree.
and I just, I think that still needs to be upgraded for me.
Yes. Let's go on to the artist formerly known as PC Paylord. He said, I've been trying to grow grass in my backyard for years. Too many trees. Grass needs direct sunlight. Little fun fact for your information. Okay.
I mean, I know you're talking about with the artificial, you know, we're talking about growing it inside with the greenhouse. I just think that even like you say, Arizona, they grow their grass outside and bring it in. So I'm not sure, especially during the season, how that's going to work in Detroit because you can't put that grass outside in the middle of the wintertime.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to replicate the frozen tundra in Green Bay.
Nobody wants to. Nobody but the Packers want to replicate that.
Unless we get it shipped, you know, the Fords do have money. No, we can't get it shipped.
Now you can't get it shipped and put it. Maybe you harvest it in Allen Park at the practice field.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Or just create an outdoor place and somewhere warm, and then have it shipped, like Mike's saying. Yeah, Coach Mike with the big ideas today, I swear.
There you go.
Good job, man. All right. Steve Garwood. Can I sue Bob Quinn for losing Eric Ebron and Devin Kennard and trading Quandre Diggs and Darius Slay? You could sue him for all the other ones except Eric Ebron, who is known as dropped him as prime on this show.
Yes.
Why would you want him back? I don't get that part. But the rest of it, I understand.
Did Bob Quinn? He didn't draft Eric Ebron.
No, losing Eric Ebron.
Oh, losing Eric Ebron.
Let him go. Not a big
Yeah, he
loss.
let him go. Yeah, you can lose that guy.
Devin Kennard, I thought was dumb.
Devon
Trading
Kennard, yeah,
Quandre
Devin
Diggs was
Diggs.
dumb. Darius
Yeah,
Slay
and Slay.
also dumb.
Yeah, those last three, you definitely can definitely Devon Kennard was definitely a good piece in this team. Diggs and Slay, you already know my feeling about those. I've never wanted to see those guys play in anything else but Honolulu blue and silver. So
For real.
Mhm.
all right, Nate K says, think people are forgetting about big play Cephas, big slot playmaker like Cooper Kupp for LA, or is that too much Lions Kool-Aid? No, it's not. No, it's not. I like Quintez Cephas actually, and when he actually got in and played, relaxed and play, because first couple of games were kind of down, but he picked it up later on in the season. So I think Quintez Cephas is underrated. I'm not saying he's going to be our number one receiver, but I like the way he plays, and if he continues on his trajectory, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, definitely. Go on to Joseph Murdoch. He says the secondary will be
firm.
yeah, right. Oh yeah. He says the secondary will be all about coaching. I'm thinking an S in the draft will be probably safety.
Yeah.
I'm thinking an S in the draft will be beneficial, and what they did in this offseason can be coached up. Yeah, I believe so. The big question should be, how good can a healthy D-line play to create a better backfield? That is true. The front back got to work together, man. The D-line has potential to be a very disruptive when healthy and properly coached to help out the secondary. That's very true. The D-line, they have to help each other. The secondary can't not cover or take 8 seconds, and the D-line can't sit there and let them go all day long. So they got to help each other. They got to work good front to back. And I think the secondary leaning on the D-line this year, which I can't believe I'm actually saying this, is actually going to be a good idea.
Yeah. I'm glad that they put the when healthy moniker in there for our Lions, as that is the tagline for the Detroit Lions. That should be a t-shirt coming out.
Yep.
Yeah.
When healthy.
Yep. The big line on the front. Big.
There you go.
When healthy.
All right. That was your comment cards. Thank you for participating in the show. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Question of the day today. What do you think of the state of the franchise, the linebackers? And I'm sure everyone's going to weigh in that they really want to add to this position. Or do you think we're fine there? I don't think any of my colleagues here don't, but you never know. That's fine.
Yep. Just don't add Michael Parsons and we good. Huh?
Oh, no. Please no. Please no.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to come to my favorite part of the show, the Dessert with Curt.
All right. Today is our last pre-recorded show for the week. We're going to be live for the rest of the week. We won't have a show tomorrow afternoon. We will be going down, and we were going to be on MD Fantasy's page over there on Belly Up Sports for the picks 6 through 10 of the draft, and then we will come back over to our channel and finish up the rest of the draft like in that order. So you can catch us out over there on MD Fantasies on Belly Up Sports, so you can go over there and check out his channel. That's what we'll be. We'll have a link in the description coming up soon. We'll post it on our social media, the link for that page, and then we will switch over to our channel for the rest of the first round, and we will announce definitely where we will be at for the rest of the week coming up shortly. And we will be having our Free for All Friday as we break down what the Lions did in the first round of the draft. Yes. So definitely come and check us out. It's going to be a long, busy weekend for us right here on Detroit Lions and the Prowl, but we are happy and we're pumped and excited to do that and bring that to you right here on our channel.
I do have updates on that. On day 2, we will be with the DSA, rocking with them on day 2. So we'll be on their channel. Not sure whose channel it is on. I think it's going to be 313 JMO's channel, day 2. Day 3 will be Detroit Lions on the Prowl channel for the DSA. We will probably be representing, and I don't think it's confirmed yet, but pretty sure we're going to be hosting day 3. Other things today for our gold members at 3 o'clock, we have that Zoom call that's been a lot of fun for the past, I don't know, a few weeks. We've had a blast doing that. So for the gold members, if you want to upgrade to gold, go right ahead. Just hit the join now button below and you can add to that. Lots of stuff going on this weekend. OMG, it's Lions Talk will have a post-draft show on Sunday, correct, Mike?
Yes.
All right,
yes,
we
sir.
got
Yes,
that
I will.
going on. And I want to give a shout out to the Sports Stove podcast, which I was on last night representing our Detroit Lions. And I had a good time doing that last night too. Boy, there's just so many shout outs and things I want to give and too little time. So I'm going to kick it over to Mike Jones for your final thoughts.
Yeah, my final thoughts, man, is I cannot wait for this weekend. This is going to be the most action-packed weekend that we're going to have until camp, really. So I just strap on my seatbelt, and I'm prepared, actually, to not be disappointed by no Jelani Tavahi type picks. Just picks that make sense, you know. So I trust Brad Holmes. I trust John Dorsey. I trust Ray Agnew. I know Dan Campbell. Like I'm excited because I have faith and trust in the Lions drafting.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, something that we can look forward to as far as having a good GM. All right. For me, right here on the show, my final thoughts for today. It's Wednesday, hump day, baby. We are a little bit over 24 hours into the draft. It's here, baby. I can't wait.
Here.
I'm so excited. The draft is finally here. And as always, hey, it is Wednesday, hump day. Work hard. The weekend is almost here. It's in the sights. I can see it. It's on the horizon. So, hey, grind hard at work, work hard, play hard, and we love bringing you this content right here on our channel. And as always, hey, join the channel, subscribe to the channel, join the family. Hey, because we don't have friends, we don't have viewers, we got family, and it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And you can go over and check us out on bellyofsports.com and a ton of different podcasts over there as well, with some talented writers writing some hard-hitting articles over there on Belly Up Sports. And if you're going to get your Lions gear, go over to Fanatics. The link is in the description. Hey, a portion of the proceeds from that link below help us grow the content on this show. Hey, you know, I'm wearing my draft gear that's, you know, I got off of Fanatics. You know, I'm going to be rocking it for the draft. This is what I'll be wearing tomorrow night on the draft coverage. This is what we doing. Hey, it's all love. Hey, you got to get yourself some Fanatics. They got a great rewards program. And if you spend enough, you can get yourself some free Lions gear. And that's what I do. I ain't going to lie to you. Everything I wear, I ain't paid for. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So what you need to do is, as always, baby, whatever you do in life, you know what you got to do. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, Mike and Jim, right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.